Today I want to once again talk about Kotaku. Now I spoke about them being blacklisted by Nintendo a couple of videos ago, but it seems like they've very much took this to heart. Now this was the tweet a few days ago that seems to have started all this by one of Kotaku's employees. It's preview day for Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, a huge game I would love for Kotaku to be able to inform its millions of readers about firsthand. Unfortunately, Nintendo still has it blacklisted from advance coverage, a move I would argue which is both unprofessional. Now just let that word sink in. Unprofessional. This is what this Kotaku employee is calling Nintendo. So after this tweet was sent out, Kotaku then went and wrote an article, everything we've learned about Zelda Tears of the Kingdom from the leaks. So because they were unable to get a preview copy of the game, they've decided to write an article spoiling the game for anybody that reads it, which won't be many to be honest, because let's be honest, who takes Kotaku seriously? Not many people used to, and I very much doubt anybody's going to, after today's installment of Kotaku spitting the dummy out over Nintendo. Dummy's what we call pacifiers over here in the UK. They've just thrown the toys out the pram over Nintendo not giving them a preview copy of Legend of Zelda. But it does unbelievably get worse from Kotaku after this one. As earlier today, Kotaku journalist Luke Plunkett put out a tweet. It has since been deleted and his tweets are now protected. It says here, Kotaku journalist Luke Plunkett insinuates a desire for anti-Japanese violence in response to Nintendo denying the outlet a review copy of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, further proving the already widely held opinion that most mainstream video game journalists are no better than the strawmen they claim to fight against. Kotaku journalist Luke Plunkett recently responded to a round of discourse regarding the outlet's blacklisting by Nintendo with an image that insinuated a desire for Japanese violence. So this just mentions the previous tweet which I mentioned earlier in the video, and it says, while the exact cause of Nintendo's disdain for Kotaku has yet to publicly be detailed, a passing glance at their archive reveals the outlet regularly and more often than not extremely disingenuously accuses any and all publishers number of socio-political transgressions. In terms of Nintendo, with a history of such hits as Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Persona 5 DLC includes a disability slur, an absolutely absurd accusation, and Metroid Dread is already running great on Switch emulators, which was published the day after the game was released. I mean, and they wonder why they're blacklisted with publishing stuff like this. They're not making any friends with articles like this, and they definitely won't be making many friends with what was tweeted today. Shortly after he hit send, Gax Whining would see him and the outlet as a whole inundated with criticism, most of which was focused on the outlet's aforementioned lack of journalistic integrity and the fact that they were attempting to shift the blame for the blacklisting away from their own actions. I mean, I do like this picture. It is funny. A senior editor for the outlet, Plunkett joined the conversation on the 3rd of May to defend his colleague, sharing a tweet by GameSlushPal, who after seeing Gak's petty leak coverage questioned, you complain about Nintendo's blacklisting you, then post spoilers based on leaks, who's being unprofessional here, and shared the official business email address for Nintendo of America's legal action. Plunkett declared, very normal behaviour. And then this is the image which Plunkett has shared. For the record, this is how I feel about publisher blacklists. It is an image of Commanding Officer Lieutenant Colonel James Howard sitting in his P-51B5 Mustang, showing off his victory markings detailing his confirmed kills against Germany and more specifically Imperial Japan. So you can see why it looks like he's insinuating a desire for anti-Japanese violence over a video game, or rather the lack of them getting a video game. For the record, this is how I feel about publisher blacklists. Kotaku, your employees are running your company into the ground even faster than it was already going to take. The website is an absolute joke. People working there are clearly unhinged, and get some help. If you are this angry and unhappy about not getting a copy of a video game because of articles you've wrote in the past against Nintendo, I don't know what to say to you. Grow up, I think I would say. But I do like this last line from Family Into Comics. Players and Kotaku employees can get their copy of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom when it officially releases on May 12th. And they can. They're going to have to wait till it comes out like everybody else. But I just think this is an absolute absurd thing to do. the tweet. The tweet is now deleted. He has taken it down and protected his own tweets because the amount of backlash he's got off this will have been phenomenal. I mean, Kotaku was already a running joke in the gaming community, and this is not going to be helping them at all. But what do you guys think about this whole situation? Please do let me know in the comments below. And that's all from me. I'm off to make a fresh cup of tea.